If you've ever thought, man, I want to volunteer abroad and make a real difference, but I'm a total beginner with no experience, no clue where to start, and I don't want to spend a fortune, this is exactly the video for you. Right now, there is a massive global movement happening. Communities from South America to Southeast Asia are looking for people who aren't just tourists, but partners. They need people who are willing to give a few hours of their day to help a local school, a wildlife sanctuary, or a community farm. And in exchange, they provide one thing that usually stops us from traveling: the housing and the food. Imagine waking up in a cabin in the mountains of Nepal or a hostel on the coast of Portugal, knowing that your stay is already taken care of. No experience? No problem. Most of these programs are designed specifically for beginners who just want to learn and help out. Today I'm breaking down the top 5 beginner international volunteer opportunities that are active right now. I'll show you exactly where to go, how the housing works, and most importantly, how to make sure your application gets a yes, even if you've never left your home country. Stick around until the end, because I'm going to share a secret about getting your travel documents sorted that most first-time volunteers completely miss. Now, before we dive into the list, we have to talk about why you should choose volunteering over a standard vacation. When you travel as a tourist, you are in a bubble. You see the landmarks, you eat at the restaurants designed for travelers, and you live without ever knowing the heart of the place. Volunteering is different. It's slow travel. It's about becoming a part of the community. When you volunteer, you aren't a guest. You are a neighbor. You get to see the parts of a country that don't make it into the travel brochures. You learn the local customs. You taste the real home-cooked food. And you make friends that stay with you for a lifetime. But it's also about personal growth. In 2026, we spend so much time behind the screens. Volunteering is the ultimate reset button. It challenges you. It teaches you resilience, empathy, and how to communicate across cultures. Whether you are 18 or 58, this experience changes how you see yourself. It proves that you can navigate the world, handle new challenges, and make a real impact on someone else's life. Now let's begin. Our first program isn't just one organization. It's a massive network called World Packers and Walkaway. If you're a total beginner, this is your starting point. Think of these platforms like a bridge. On one side, you have thousands of hosts, small NGOs, eco farms, family-run hostels, and community centers. On the other side, you have you. You don't need to be an expert. Can you help at a reception desk for 4 hours a day? Can you help paint a community center? Can you help a local farmer harvest organic vegetables? These are the things that matter. Now let's talk about the housing, because this is where it gets interesting. Every host is different. You might be staying in a volunteer house with people from 10 different countries, which is an incredible way to make friends. Or you might have a private room in a family home, which is the ultimate cultural immersion. Let me tell you why it's perfect for 2026. These platforms have a huge focus on verified hosts. They have reviews from previous volunteers, so you can read exactly what the bed was like, how the food tasted, and if the work was fair. It takes all the guesswork out of your first trip. Now here's a pro tip. Don't just send a generic message. Tell the host why their specific project matters to you. If they're a school in Cambodia, tell them about the teacher who inspired you. That personal connection is how you get accepted over everyone else. Now from here, let's go to number 2, which is for the person who wants to combine their passion for service with a high-level global organization. I'm talking about the United Nations Volunteers, UNV. Now I know what you're thinking. The UN? I don't have a master's degree in international relations, but here's a secret for 2026. The UN has opened up massive opportunities for youth volunteers, ages 18 and 26, and university volunteers. They realize that they need the energy, the digital skills, and the fresh perspective of the younger generation. This is one of the few programs that provides what they call a volunteer living allowance. This isn't a salary, it's a monthly stipend, specifically designed to cover your housing, food, and basic needs so that you can focus 100% on the mission. They also handle your insurance and travel arrangements. Here's what you'll do. You could be assisting with climate change awareness in the Pacific Islands, helping with youth education in Eastern Europe, or supporting health initiatives in Africa. This isn't just a trip. It's a life-changing entry into the world of global service. If you want to spend a year truly making a difference, while being supported by the world's largest humanitarian network, this is your path. If the thought of landing in a foreign country by yourself makes you a little nervous, then International Volunteer HQ is exactly what you need. They are the world leaders in supported volunteering. For over 15 years, they've been the go-to for first-time travelers. Why? Because they take care of everything. From the moment you land, you are in safe hands. They provide airport pickups, comprehensive orientation, and 24/7 local support. You'll stay in a volunteer house. Imagine a big, vibrant home filled with 20 to 40 other people who are just as excited and nervous as you are. You eat together, you work together, and on the weekends, you explore the country together. It's an instant community. With the International Volunteer HQ, they have everything. You can do marine conservation in Belize, teach English in Thailand, or childcare support in Kenya. They specialize in projects that are beginner-friendly but have a massive local impact. In 2026, IVHQ has recently updated its program to include more sustainable development tracks. They make sure that your presence is actually helping the local community long-term, not just for the week you are there. Now let's go to number 4, which is for the people who find their greatest peace in nature. We're looking at wildlife sanctuaries, specifically places like Twala Trust Animal Sanctuary in Zimbabwe or Gili Shark Conservation in Indonesia. In 2026, wildlife is facing more challenges than ever before, and these sanctuaries rely almost entirely on volunteers to stay open. Here's what you'll do here. You don't need to be a veterinary expert. Sanctuaries need people to help with daily care, habitat maintenance, and community outreach. At a place like Twala Trust, you are literally living on the grounds. You wake up to the sounds of the African bush. You might be bottle feeding a rescued baby monkey in the morning and helping a local community clinic in the afternoon. Now let me tell you about the housing. Usually it's simple but beautiful. You might be in a shared cottage or a safari-style tent. The meals are often communal, cooked with local ingredients, and shared around a campfire. This is volunteering at its most raw and beautiful. You are protecting species that might not survive without people like you. And let's be real, the connection you feel when a rescued animal finally trusts you is an experience that stays in your soul forever. Finally, we have Habitat for Humanity, Global Village. If you want to look back at your time abroad and see physical permanent change you've made, this is it. Global Village takes teams of volunteers into countries like Vietnam, Malawi, or Paraguay to build actual homes for families who are currently living in unsafe conditions. This is high energy and hands-on. You aren't just an observer, you are on the construction site. You are mixing cement, laying bricks, and working side by side with the family who eventually live in that house. Habitat for Humanity stays in local guest houses or modest hotels near the built site. It's a great balance of comfort and immersion. You'll eat at the local family-run spots and really get to know the culture of the specific neighborhood you're helping. There is nothing quite like the key handover ceremony at the end of a build. Seeing a family move into a safe, dry home because of the work you did with your 2 hands. That is the level of fulfillment that words cannot describe. It's a legacy you leave behind in a country halfway across the world. Now, before you go and start packing, I have to share the secret I mentioned at the beginning. The biggest thing that stops people, especially first-time travelers, is the fear of the visa process. But here's the thing. When you volunteer with an established organization, you aren't just a random tourist. These organizations provide you with a letter of invitation or a support letter. When you go to an embassy with an official letter saying you are participating in a humanitarian or cultural exchange project, it completely changes the conversation. You have a clear purpose of travel and a guaranteed place of stay. For many countries, this makes the visa process significantly smoother and faster than if you were just traveling for fun. Let me ask you this. Now what's the next move for you? Don't let this be another video you watch and then forget. Pick one program, just one. Go to the link I've provided in the description. Read the reviews and see what other people are saying. The world is waiting for you, not just to visit, but to participate, not just to see, but to help. If you found this video helpful, hit that subscribe button, because in the next video, I'll be doing a deep dive on how to write the Volunteer Perfect application to make sure you get accepted the first time you try. Which country are you heading to first? Let me know in the comments. I'll respond to as many as I can. I want you to do another thing for me. Like and subscribe. Help this channel grow because the world needs volunteers. I'll see you in the next one.